Hi, today we're going to take apart the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. We'll get a good look at those cameras, and supposedly it's 77% larger under-screen fingerprint scanner. Should be interesting. Let's get started. The S21 Ultra might have a slightly different contoured camera bump this time around, but the process to open her up is still basically the same as all the other Samsungs we've seen for the past 6 years. A lot of heat and gentle prying. My second batch of knives is all sold out, by the way, but we will have a third batch coming in May or June if you want to pre-order one of those and join the cool knife club. JerryRigKnife.com. The large camera bump actually makes the rear glass removal quite a bit easier, which is nice since the textured back makes it a little bit harder. My suction cup has a hard time gripping that rough surface. But eventually we do get the back panel off. The camera lens is metal, but the little circles inside the metal housing are glass and can be replaced if they ever break. 2 of the camera protrusion sides are made from the sides of the phone that just extend upwards. The camera bump is still rather large compared to other phones, but I like this implementation. There are 14 normal Phillips head screws holding down the phone guts to the frame. I'll unplug the rear wireless charging coil and the NFC pad right above that. Getting a closer look at the coils shows us that there are actually 2 coils of copper inside this pad. It could be that one of them is for the 15 watts of normal wireless charging, and the other is for the 4.5 watts of reverse wireless charging. I don't know enough about electromagnetic induction to say for certain though. I do know, however, that the battery connector can unsnap like a little Lego, along with the side buttons, rear LED flash, and earpiece speaker. The earpiece unit of the S21 Ultra is water resistant, with its own rubber gasket around the edge. Kinda cool. It sits inside of the frame, next to the square vibrator. It's a bit away from the slit in the front of the phone. The speaker just channels its sound to that slit through the gap in between the phone frame and the screen. It's a little tunnel of tones, if you will. I'll unplug the front-facing camera, along with a few other ribbons and the super long extensions that go between the main board and the charging port. This phone is one of the international S21 Ultra variants, which means that the millimeter wave antennas are missing from the sides, even though it does still say 5G on the box. It's another one of Samsung's weird advertising quirks, alongside their Exynos and Qualcomm performance differences. And by quirks, I mean it's a stretch to even consider the international and domestic variants to be the same product. The camera units take up a huge portion of real estate inside of the phone, with 4 lenses and massive internal sensors. The cameras are one of the main selling points of this new phone. Up top we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide, which does not have OIS. The 108 megapixel main camera does have OIS, along with the 10 megapixel 3x telephoto zoom, which also has OIS. The periscope camera has the OIS internally. I did take the periscope portion apart in last year's S20 Ultra video. I'll link that down in the description. It's pretty cool to see. We have some graphite behind the cameras, under the motherboard, and against the screen to help with the heat dissipation. The top front-facing 40 megapixel camera is actually glued into the frame. Very securely, might I add. Trying to remove it actually ripped the sensor from the back side of the camera, which means it's probably toast, but we'll find out for sure when I put it all back together. I'll pop off the bottom plastics. This is where the second stereo speaker is located. This guy does have the sound dampening foam balls inside. The bottom board has 3 screws of its own holding it in place, along with the singular SIM card slot. This slot does not have any expandable memory, but the USB-C port does have a similar IP68 red rubber ring, just like we saw around the top earpiece. In order for us to find that new ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, we have to remove the battery, which unfortunately for us is a Samsung battery. The glue holding this thing together will outlast the entire universe, even with isopropyl alcohol to dissolve the adhesive and heat. It's still a doozy to remove. It's pretty crazy, but eventually doable. Dogs are allowed this time though, if you know what I mean. Now, the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is easy to spot at this point, and it is huge. It has the largest footprint of any fingerprint scanner we've ever seen. It's so big you might even be able to use your footprint. We'll do a little side-by-side size comparison between this ultrasonic and last year's S20 ultrasonic scanner. Not only is this one much larger, but there's also less empty space around the scanner itself. Jumping 77% in size in just 2 years is a big improvement. MKBHD's dream of seeing a fingerprint scanner that covers half the phone could be a reality within the next year or two. Overall, I'm going to say that the S21 Ultra didn't do anything crazy unique or new this year. It's just the same consistent Samsung experience that we've gotten for years, with its incremental improvements. And even though this particular phone might not be calling my name, I'm sure it'll get the job done for anyone who does get one. I'll get the wireless charging coils back into place so we can check the front-facing camera that I decapitated. The phone still turns on, so I'll get the back glass situated. The rear camera looks to be working fine, but as soon as I turn it to the front camera, it fritzes out and doesn't want to display any images, which I don't blame it. I wouldn't really want to work if someone ripped me in half either. Accidents happen, which is why if you want to see your phone from the inside, it's a whole lot safer just to get one of my teardown skins. All of the beautiful internals without any of the decapitations. I'll leave a link for my teardown skin down in the video description. Let me know what you think of the S21 Ultra down in the comments. I'm curious. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come hang out with me on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around.